was he got for sale? Ooh. Let's see. Don't need that. 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 Let's walk over here. Where's this gentleman sell? Why, welcome. Sacrificial Buddhas. Okay, before we go inside the castle, there's one thing I have to do. I need to go back to the my castle. There's a couple things I want to do. One, I want to show you all the old books and stuff like that. But before I do all that, I'm going to stop the recording, minimize the game, and then go switch to my second hard drive, because that way I can keep playing without fear of overflowing a hard drive. Oh, here we are. I've just finished switching over to a different hard drive. Walked around a bit. I went and gathered I missed like 2 of the books, so I went and got them. If you're wondering which books I missed one of the books in Klon, and one of the books in the Dragon's Fortress. Their fortress, the Dragon Knights. There are two of the books are on the bookshelves back behind the where you recruit this guy down here, who you give them to. 2 of the old volumes are behind him on those bookshelves, and then one of the old volumes is behind the Dragon Knight leader's, I don't remember his name, his desk. There's 2 bookshelves. It's on the bookshelf on the right. And I'm just here so you can read them. In the beginning there was darkness. Darkness lived for eons in a rift in time. Suffering in solitude for so long, darkness finally dropped a tear. 2 brothers were born of tear, Sword and Shield. Sword said he could cut anything to pieces. Shield swore he could protect anything, and so the 2 went to battle. The battle lasted 7 days and 7 nights. Sword cut apart Shield, and Shield broke Sword into pieces. Fragments of Sword fell and became the sky. Fragments of Shield fell and became the earth. Sparks from the battle became the stars. The 27 jewels that adorned Sword and Shield became the 27 true runes, and the world went into motion. Ancient teachings. At certain times, the runes can give men immense powers. The power they provide is magic. Each rune provides 4 magical powers, but the great ancient magician Crowley found a method of surpassing teachings. And if 2 souls are united, 2 runes are united, and their ultimate power is unleashed. A power greater than the sum of its parts is generated. The union of souls means that 2 rune masters apply their magic almost at the same time. The union of runes refers to harmony. In other words, fire and earth Earth and wind, wind and water, water and lightning, lightning and fire are harmonious. Ultimate power means the release of the maximum runic magic. When three of these powers are combined, the greatest of magical powers is unleashed. What this says is those are the combinations for the ultimate magics that you get for having two people cast level 4 spells. Strategy of war. War begins with the understanding of the enemy's methods. A soldier is stronger than an arrow. An arrow is stronger than magic. Magic is stronger than a soldier. Rock, paper, scissors. And as a result, knowing the enemy's methods are a natural advantage. To know an enemy's hand, it is necessary to utilize ninja power. Oh my god, there's a joke there. I know there is. An enemy's methods always follow a pattern. Knowing the pattern is a shortcut to victory. When the enemy is without a magician, attack in full force. Betrayal is most effective when you are few and the enemy is many. When the enemy is reduced to a few, use arrows. When your number are many, soldiers and arrows are effective. When you are few in number, magic is effective. The only way to increase your number is to recruit. The Knights of the Dragon's Den. Joshua Levenheit, commander of the Knights of the Dragon's Den, keep the dragon rune. From a very early age, the children of the Dragon Knights are brought up in the palace of the Dragon Knights. Once a year, they participate in the bonding ritual. Only those children who succeed in bonding with a dragon become a Dragon Knight. If a child fails to bond before the age of 6, he will never become a Dragon Knight. The bond between a dragon and his knight is strong. A dragon lives far longer than a human, but should a Dragon Knight die, his dragon out of sorrow will take its own life. On the other hand, if a dragon dies first, its master loses his rights and privileges and must leave the Knights of the Dragon's Den. Hence, Futch. Craftsman's profile. Mace, master blacksmith. Of stubborn temperament, but very kind to his apprentices. Tesla, scrivener of Anti. Competent. Gien, simple-minded shipbuilder of Tien. Templeton, mapmaker. Perfectionist who appears whenever changes occur. Kimberly, ostentatiously a stamp maker. Ostentably? I don't know. She is in fact something, I don't know, I think that's incomplete. Sergei, unsuccessful inventor, said to be in Kaku. Antonio, excellent cook living in Sika. These are hints to go recruit these people. Lester, cook whose specialty is stews, presently working in Morvea Castle. Hugo, librarian of Kuan Temple. Cassios, balladeer, deeply in love with Milik, to whom she sings. Jabba, arrogant but exceptional appraiser, feels he can appraise anything. Kumendol, popular alchemist of Tien. The Blacklist. The following list compiled by an Imperial Guard describes suspicious characters who may have evil intent against the Empire. Clive appears to be on the trail of somebody with an intention of extracting revenge, occasionally sighted at an inn in Recon. Kreutz, follower of the former Imperial Gale Rugner, long incognito but recently discovered to be hiding out with the Knights of the Dragon's Den. Anji, pirate of Lake Torn, long-standing friend of Tai-Ho. Ruby, stray elf. Fuma, masterless ninja, hides out with the Knights of the Dragon's Den. Fu Sulu, warrior who wears a tiger mask, always repays his debts and obligations. Pessmerger seems to be looking for Uber, the Black Knight in service of Wendy. Antiques. That's what they look like when you put them in the bath. I wonder why there are Japanese dishes in a world where there is no Japan. Peeing boy. Ah, the Kaleka tragedy. Oh, cool. Border disputes between the Empire and the city-state have been going on for many years. The so-called Kaleka incident took place against this tense, ugly background. Taking advantage of civil strife within the Empire, the city-state overran the northern part of the Empire all the way into Kaleka, which they occupied. After pacifying the Empire, Barbossa's forces headed to confront the invaders. As the city-state's forces began to retreat, the Imperial army entered Kaleka. What they found was a burnt-out city whose residents were wiped out. Leon let his forces know of the appalling devastation of Kaleka. Despite their exhaustion after the long march, the forces were infuriated by the news and with renewed vigor succeeded in forcing back the city-state army. So that's something on the Koleka incident. Now, I'm going to let you go look at this painting in its finished state. It's really cool. I've already given him the colors. You see Kasumi there behind the main character, although I don't know who that person is behind her.